Hey, good morning and welcome to my channel. Well, this morning I'm out here to fly the MJX 103W. Check this out, it's got little LED landing lights on the bottom. Yeah, well, we're gonna go check this out. Here we go. This here camera is supposed to be a 2K camera. There is no image stabilization in this camera, so if it's windy out, you know, your video is gonna do this. And check this out, they put little markings on the arms, just like you'd get on a Mavic. So to unfold the drone, it's from the front and then from the rear. One thing bonus with this drone is it does record to a micro SD card. On the bottom of the drone here you have LED landing lights. You can turn them on and off in flight. And back here it looks like they were putting an optical flow sensor. I thought there was one, but if I look inside, there's just a big hole in there. It goes all the way to China. This camera does move up and down electronically. To keep the weight down, they used brushed motors vice brushless. It keeps the weight down and it keeps the price down. And obviously if you look at it, doesn't that look like a familiar MJX drone that's coming out? It certainly does. This is the low-cost version. And check this controller out. This is pretty cool. This controller, if I turn it on, it has a display. I don't know if you can see with the light out here. It has a display like a DJI Mavic drone. It's pretty cool. And it even has a switch on the side too. Now the specs say that this here will give you a range of 800 meters, but that's not really accurate. You could probably get maybe 600 meters with this drone, but if you use the video for FPV with your phone, you're probably only going to get about 250 meters, maybe 300 meters. Now I do like how the phone attaches to the controller. There's a little device that pops out the back. The only problem is, look at the antennas. Good thing is these antennas, I believe, are for show. I don't see any wires in them, so I think they're for show. So it doesn't really matter. You could plop them down like this if you want. But you see with your phone here, it does get in the way of the buttons just a tiny bit. But you can still access them if you have small fingers. If you have big chunky fingers, you might not be able to touch them as easy. All right, to power on the drone, you have to hold the button down. It should light up everything, and then we should hear some sounds. There we go, we're powering up. Now the app to use for this drone is the MJX GPS app. There we go, the app's running. I can see what my camera sees. Compass calibration is pretty easy. It's just
once, twice, 3 times.
Then hold the nose. I think it's up.
Once, twice.
3 times, and if my lights are all solid, I've done it well. Let's see, solid, solid, we've done it well. To make sure your gyros are good, pull these down to the left. Lights will flicker. So on the side, I have a switch, GPS off or on. You turn it off for indoors, on for outdoors. So I'll turn it on. And if I look at my controller, I don't know if you can see this, there's a lot of glare out here. I have 10 GPS satellites. I believe you only need 8 to fly, so we should be good. Unlock the motors, hit this one. And let's take it up. Flies extremely fast, and I guess the GPS is working. It's sitting there nice and still. Now it's kind of dark out here because it's overcast day. There we are. If this is recording, that's me in the video here. Move my arms so everything is synced up. Now if you want to see underneath what the little LEDs lights look like, I have to hold this down. There you go. I've got the LED lights on down here. You can fly at night and turn them on and off. I'll show you that later. And here's what I'm going to show you is the speed. Okay, on my controller it says I'm in low rate, so let's go full blast forward. That is full blast. I'll bring it back to me. It's coming back. That's slow speed. All right, let's put it fast speed. Hold this button down here and you go fast speed. It says I'm in high speed now. Let's see it. That's faster. Much better. Watch out for that tree. Drones and trees. Holy crap, that was close. All right, let's go follow me. Hit yes. There we go. We're in follow me mode. So it should follow me. I think I'm recording on the video, so if I walk between the trees. Unfortunately, with a lot of these drones, they do like a start, stop, follow me. You know, they move forward a bit, stop, move forward a bit, stop. So that's why you get that up and down sort of motion, but it's following me. And if I turn around, it's in between the trees right there. I'll go at it. It should realize I'm coming at it. Yeah, so you can see I'm moving here. And there we go, I can make it go right into that tree. Whoa! Okay, so next one's orbit. I'll need some room for that. So I hit the orbit button on my phone. Drone's over there. There's my drone there. I'm gonna hit orbit. Let's see what it does. I don't know what my parameters are set at. It's going over there. Hopefully not too far because there's a tree right there. It's turning. There we go. So she's, oh my God, that's almost hitting the tree. Hang on a sec, guys. I gotta take it out of orbit. It's gonna hit this tree. Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That went right by the tree. It's still orbiting. All right. So there it orbits quite well. I think I better stop that because I'm going to destroy this here drone. Hang on. So we did orbit follow me. Those are the ones you're going to use. There's also a waypoints on here. I'll see if that even works on mine. A lot of times I'm going to zoom in, zoom out. Nope. I don't have the maps on this one for some reason. Sometimes they work. So on this one here, it's pretty easy. I'm going to show you how it works. You can see my screen I'm showing to you now. The thing that looks like a bat is the drone, and the green thing is me. If I could see the maps over on the right-hand side, see all these fingers? I'm just going to click on one and draw. See this green line I'm drawing? I'm going to let go. Those are waypoints. If at the bottom right I hit submit, it would go to the drone and it would do those waypoints. I don't know where they are, so I'm not going to do it. So we're going to hop out of that. It's unfortunate it's really bad, the weather, and it is going to rain, but here, I'll take some video. So you see it's extremely stable. We're going to go up. There we go. I should be a dot down here. I've got to go in and way up. It looks like I'm a little dot. See that? So here, let me move the camera up so you can see. Bring the camera up really fast. There's the houses below me. Ooh, you can see how it curves the world. Here, let me just go a little higher. It's up in the wind. There we go. I've got the camera the highest. You got the props in the frame. So that's in the wind, that's it moving around. No stabilization, 2K video. So it is raining out now a little bit, so we're seeing how this drone flies in the rain. All right, so the drone's way up there. I'm gonna hit the return to home. Here we go. And it should do something. Let's see, it's coming backwards. Return to home should be over here on this pad. And let's see how close it gets to home. It's coming down really slow. Here, I'll get in the camera. So that's the drone, that's the pad. Let's see, there's the drone, there's the pad. Let's see if it turns off. It should land, and the video should turn off. Did the video turn off? No, the video's still going. I have to stop the video here. I don't know if you can see it with all that flying. If I look at the screen here, it shows that the drone has 2 bars out of 4, so it's 50% power, and my controller still has all the power because it takes 2 batteries to run. All right, so that's my review of the MJX 103W. It is a very light drone, so I would not fly it in a very, very windy environment. I will say it's pretty impressive. It does everything it's supposed to do. You know, they make these drones inexpensive. They throw a lot into them. This one here looks like a quality drone because they really threw a lot into it to make it look like a pro drone, but it's still just a light, basic, beginner drone. Now, a lot of you like those type of drones because with a drone like this, you could take it, you know, someplace if you have laws for your country that you can fly drones under 250 grams without registration or any laws. Then it's a perfect drone. You can take it wherever you want, fly it. You don't need a pilot's license, drone license. You don't need certification. You don't need anything, register it. Just depends on your country, which you have for under 250 grams. In Canada, a drone like this, I can fly it pretty much everywhere, except at an airport, obviously, or around bothering people. But yeah, I can take it down in the city and fly it around. You know, that's what you can do with these little drones, so they're pretty good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 2 things. I'm gonna show you an unboxing. So I'm gonna go unbox the drone because you wanna see what comes in the box and all the goodies you get with it, because you do get goodies with it. Second thing I'm gonna show you is me flying this sort of later at night so you can see the landing lights and how bright they are. They are pretty bright. I tried it in the house and it's pretty decent. And then I'll come back and I'll just give my final thoughts. And now a super quick review of the MJX X103W foldable GPS drone. First thing in the box is the instructions and some really cool bug stickers. Inside the box you'll find the drone, the accessories, and the controller. The controller looks remarkably familiar, like a Mavic Pro controller. Look at this grill. Taking a quick look at the drone, you can see it's a GPS drone because it says it's GPS drone right here. Foldable props, and it does have brushed motors. They are not brushless. That keeps the price down. Check out the markings on the side, but the favorite thing I like is this little tag that comes with it. The tag actually tells you on the controller, please remove the plastic, and on the sensors on the bottom, please remove the plastic. I guess they feel some people are going to fly around with plastic over the sensors, and it also says remove it off the camera, and of course that will give you a very terrible flight experience. So like most drones to unfold it, it's the front to the rear and the rear to the front. After you unfold the arms, you're left with this rather good sized drone. Now let's go over the drone itself. So on the top you can see this is where the battery goes. If I push it, shows me I have next to no power, so I have to charge that up, and the battery will come off by pushing these 2 buttons on the side. Click and it comes out. The battery is nicely labeled. It's a LiPo battery at 7.6 volts and 1100 milliamps. Inside you have a nice little warning label, and I love the last one. It says do not crush or heat this drone. And now let's take a look at the sides of the drone. So let's start on this side. On this side you can see the battery right there. To charge it, you plug in a USB cable into it, and down here for the camera you plug a micro SD card into there. Go into the rear, there's nothing here. Going to this side, nothing on that. And going to the front, you have the actual camera right here. And now looking at the bottom of the drone, they are lights. You can also see that the camera looks like it's electronically controlled up and down. So you would control that with your controller. Speaking of the controller, let's take a look at it now. As you can see, the controller looks a lot like a Mavic Pro controller. Now check this out. I'm going to turn it on. And look at that. Do you see what I mean? Look at this right here. You actually have a button, GPS on off. This side of the controller, there's nothing. Let's go to the front. On the front, we have that really cool grill along here. Antennas fold out, they can go down, they can go up. I'll just put them down for now. Right up here, you can see, you pull this out, and that would be for your cell phone. And looking at the right-hand side of the controller, we can see, let me bring that nice and close, there's a button here that's got speed control and light bulb. Then you have a little dial below right here, which would control your camera going up and down. You can see that's a takeoff and land button. And over here, this dial does nothing. It does not move. And finally on the front you have what looks like a camera button up here, or video, and over here is your return to home, and down here is your unlock the motors, and of course, whoa, that went weird, and of course this here is on off. And this pretty sweet controller only takes 2 AA batteries, vice the usual 4. And now for accessories, you get 4 spare propellers, 1 mini Phillips screwdriver, and finally a USB cable to charge up the battery. The battery's in the drone. Let's see how much it weighs. I don't think it weighs very much. 249 grams. They built this thing to be under 250 grams. That is wild. There you have the LED lights. I can turn them off, on, and take it up. That's what the drone looks like way up in the air. And bring it on back down. And if you land the drone or do a return to home, they should turn off when it lands. Look, it's lighting up my deck down here. Look at my hand. All lit up down here. They're extremely bright. And when you land, they should go off automatically. Let me go down. Let's see what happens. Bring it down. As soon as the motors turn off, they should turn off. There we go. Final thoughts first thing in the controller. What the heck is the world coming to? This here controller, you could easily mistake it for a Mavic Pro or a Mavic 2 Pro controller. Like, the display on it is just phenomenal. That is like super duper 2 thumbs up for that. Second thing is the drone. The drone, they really made it like a quality drone. It's extremely light, so the lightness makes it feel like it's nothing in your hands. But when you look at all the features it has and what it does and how it flies, you go, hey, that's not bad. Certainly it has brush motors. Brush motors are not as powerful as brushless, but this thing doesn't weigh anything, so the brush motors, they seem to work quite well for this drone. There is another version of this drone that I'm sure many of you know, and I will review in the future, with brushed motors, and that's the more pro drone, a lot more expensive than this one. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, let me get rid of this controller. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in future videos with more drone reviews, RC car reviews, and even RC boat reviews if you haven't seen any yet. All right, take care. We'll catch you in the next one.